Hello, everyone. Welcome to CIS240, and this is Professor Bob. So, a couple things for you. I am about a week or so behind, as you guys probably figured out. So, thank you for your patience. This is where we're at with this in this semester. In this week, I want us to cover evidence gathering and the beginnings of digital investigation. So as far as your assignments go, I just have a bunch of research and reading for you. Let me kind of tell you where we're going with this. We're going to get to the point where we're going to start putting all of this together. Now, all of you here have taken CIS 238 with me. So in CIS 238, it was more of a hands-on class where we did labs on gathering data, hashing, finding hidden data, finding erased data, how to look at network traffic. So it was more kind of a hands-on, let's go into the technology and let's go into the tools and let's start looking at what happened. Now, what we didn't do in CIS 238 is we didn't really kind of delineate this stage of what we were doing. Like, for example, we were using tools, we were collecting evidence, we were determining exactly what crime happened. We were looking at things such as chain of custody, like who did what when, but it was kind of more of an unstructured kind of ethical hacker kind of a course, where what we did is we just kind of did everything at once and looked at network traffic and decided that this is what this person did, this is what they did wrong, this is how they did it. So we didn't really kind of differentiate between the different processes of like incident response, evidence gathering. We didn't even determine back then, what crime was actually committed. And that's kind of what we're doing here in CIS 240, is we're kind of taking it kind of slower on a functional level, step by step. Like, just to kind of review, we first started with kind of an overview of cybercrime in general, and that was, kind of painting with a broad brush, but that's kind of how it was. And then there we went over some of the steps in cybercrime and its process, basically. Like, for example, we looked at, first of all, we have to determine, if there's a crime that's been committed. What happened, what law was broken, and more importantly, which jurisdiction did it actually happen in. Then what we did is we looked at incident response, such as this is what happened, and we started looking at, the response to a crime happening. Like, for example, we looked at the scenario where someone might log in and hack a Chase account or a Chase application where we photocopy our checks and we're able to get account information that way. And then from there, we're going into what we're doing this week, which is kind of the beginnings of investigation and looking at the things that have happened and how we can preserve that kind of evidence. So that's kind of where we're going with this. We're going to get to the point where, as of like right now, we're starting to put all of this together. We know the tools, we know how to use tools to look to see if data has been deleted or if there's been network traffic. We can look at to see what someone has been doing online. We can look at all that sort of stuff. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to start putting it all together, such as, was a crime committed? What's going to be our response to that? How do we gather evidence? And what kind of investigation techniques do we use to kind of put all that together in a professional way? So what I want you to do this week is the following. Like I said, I don't have anything for you to turn in, but I want you to start expanding your mindset. What we've done so far in class is we've basically went over, like I mentioned, the tools and kind of collecting all of this. And we looked at cybercrime really as a crime that involves computers and only computers. When you think of cybercrime, you think of someone hacking a database online or someone going online and going into, your credit card account or going online and doing something with a computer that's basically a computer crime. Now, there's a lot of crimes that happen over the internet that are just crimes. Like, for example, we're going to get into some sensitive topics such as pornography or child exploitation or some laws that have to do with human trafficking. And these are just crimes in general, but the internet is used to actually perform these crimes. So I want you to start thinking of cybercrime not necessarily being as a crime involving computers and the theft of computer and the theft of data, but just crimes in general and how people use the internet to actually perform these crimes. So please do your reading, or your viewing, and if you have any questions, get back to me. Now, again, like I say, I apologize. I'm running a little bit late this semester, but we're catching up. I promise you we'll catch up. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can find me online. You guys know how to get me. We can schedule some FaceTime if you want to do a Skype meeting. We can do Zoom. We could do anything you like. So I bid you all a very safe day, and thank you for making it this far, and I bid you all a very well rest of the day. Thank you.